Alright, boys, we're live.
We're live.
All of a sudden, the pressure's on.
Now we live.
It's live, just not a very good sound. Plug the microphones in, that might help. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds great. Alrighty.
They do sell a pit socket that's spring loaded. Think that would have helped out?
Ah, maybe. You said you got that shit brain? Nah. Shit.
Nah.
Simple brain, boys.
No, I didn't do that. Well,
It's been a very interesting week with the shots going around.
yeah. I will.
We'll get
into that later.
We have to get into that.
Yeah. Because I will. There is one aspect that I'll give them credit on, and we'll get into that whole topic later.
Almost done.
Zach, you sharing your horse and buggy Amish pages?
No, I ain't got none of them.
He got the lead.
I sent them a message out.
Good.
I'm not surprised.
Jump on the Facebook page.
Wait, some people get on here. What's up, brother?
Who's that?
Oh,
Bowman.
Tuesday.
Oh, Lord.
Who's that?
why are we yelling?
I don't know. Some wild people around here.
Yeah.
Do.
Dude, this looks good.
Damn, son.
What? They're old.
He's just used to those new yellows.
You nail it.
He loves them
saying,
things.
brother.
He loves them things.
Quiet.
Yeah, it's got a hole in it.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
What'd you do that for?
I don't know.
Tried to groove it?
No. Alright, come on. Wait for more people. Got any questions? Drop them in. Want to sponsor the show? Let us know.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They trying to back up a boat over here or something?
I don't know. Right back.
Oh, you're too close. You're about to hit it.
All right, boys. Welcome to Let's Go Call Podcast. What's today's date?
Today's date.
Yeah, the 16th will be 1 year of the Call Podcast.
That's what, middle of the week or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's in 2 days.
Our very first podcast we did.
On Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Oh, boy.
I'm Lyle Carl,
Big Carl.
Thomas Carl.
and this is the only Carl you get for the last 6 episodes.
Well, Thomas was here last
Oh, Thomas was here. Yeah.
night. He's working in
I
night
see.
shifts.
I see Deb Dixon's in here. Congrats on the win.
Yeah, congrats on that.
Really, just a couple things go over. A couple things over. Someone got thrown out for shots. Get a little conversation about that. It's all on the internet. Try to clarify what was going on. You okay?
Yeah, I was making sure.
You good?
Oh, because the fan. I didn't know.
Try your other ear.
And we had Mikey the Bang Banger out there.
Yep.
We had Josh out there. You had Steven out there. Touching on our weeks coming up.
Had them sprint cars out there.
Yeah, they care.
Good sprint
Yeah,
car
right.
race.
That was a Baker. Oh yeah, we'll get into Baker too. That was a good race. And that's honestly the best sprint car race I've seen in forever.
Yeah, it's been a while. Usually the non-wing ones are good races, but we haven't had any of them lately.
Yeah, I thought lap one somebody was going to get taken.
Me too.
Lap one, that took 87 minutes to.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. I didn't get a chance to go down there and ask them.
Were they like checking the lineup and then checking it again?
Well, I saw. I want to say it was Jen.
She was standing on the racetrack, wasn't she?
Yeah, because it looked like somebody wasn't paying attention or didn't have the race saver on or something. Because that's usually when she goes down there. If you ain't moving when she's telling you, she'll get down there and point you where you need to go.
Right.
So that's what it looked like. If somebody didn't have a race saver that was working or something, so they were trying to get. I don't know if it was a 50 car or not. I just saw that was the one that she kind of pointed at and they moved.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if it was really him or not, but I think that's what the whole issue was. It was just a lineup issue.
They should have went 360 race a long time ago. Dude, that was some good racing.
I mean, I went down there and I said, look, I think, because they had 21 cars.
Yeah.
One of the cars actually, he happened to leave before the race started. He had the wrong muffler or something.
He didn't have mufflers, I think.
He didn't have mufflers because he went down to Hinton County and
You don't need mufflers.
you don't need them. So he didn't look at the rule book.
What's funny is it shows like we take weight while I'm there. Got to put mufflers on them.
Yeah. It's that noise ordinance kicking in again.
But
And I don't know if he was a new guy because, I'm pretty sure he could have asked around.
Keith probably had some.
Yeah, somebody probably had an extra set laying around or something that would have worked, So I told Ann, I said, look, you got 20 cars. I think you should do 4 heat races. I said, because it's been a while since any of these boys have been in the seat. And so they went with 4. It dragged it out a little bit longer, but I think it worked out in the end of it.
But all in all, let's get through your week and what happened.
Yeah, so we had a quick turnaround from Alltech. Had changed gear in the car, which is the one time where I really wish they'd let us go to a quick changer in. Because honestly, if we had one, probably would have tried to go back to Alltech on Friday night where they was having us for 1,000 win with the Hunt the Front series. But once you change the gear, you really don't want to change it again. So just went ahead and put Eastbay gear in and took the week to get the car maintenanced and turned around. And went up and watched hot laps.
Too
And
good for hot lap.
Yeah, he's too good for that.
Yeah, it's something.
You had that in big auto town racing, sometimes you just sit back and you watch the hot laps.
Well, when the track's wet, you don't really learn a whole lot. You just get the car even muddier than it was going to get anyways. So sat out hot laps and watched, and kind of had a feeling the track was going to be fast by the time our heat races come around. It was still a little wet right in the one. Watching the Packer truck come around sideways, you could tell that it was really wet. But they ran that in through the hot lap session. But actually, when I went to register, the flagman Derek, he looks at me, he hands me the packet, and he goes, "You want one of these? Or you want one that Chris Livernoy pulled? 'Cause he pulled like 6 of them in one shot." I was like, "You want one of the ones that Chris pulled? It was an 8." I said, "He's not going to like that." And I guess Mr. Barstow picked another one that he had 12. And I think he said Chris got the worst out of his own ones that he picked. He pulled a 29 for himself.
Oh, shit.
But good pill draw, put me outside pole, which is where I like to be at. I don't like starting on the pole at Eastbay. And I think the feature showed why, because no matter what I do, they're going to penalize me or tell me I fired too early or I fired too late or
you slowed the RPMs down in the car. They can tell which RPMs you're doing.
I have never been able to start on the pole of a race and get the first start and just be good, like except for the one time that I got jumped on and they didn't call it. Other than that, it's like no matter what I do, because I mean they got that tire with the cone in it, and you're supposed to fire right at that cone. Well, the first time I started on the pole, I fired like a car length away from that cone and got a jump on Tim Gay, and they called it back. Told me I fired too early. So now I try to wait till that cone and fire at that cone, but the guy on the outside fired before that.
The outside guy, he was at the shirt shack when he fired. I don't know where he was at.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that a little later.
Steven. Oh.
Yeah, there was some Carl on Carl violence. But heat race started off pretty good. Kyle Bowman started on the pole. I started outside. And he got a good jump on the start. Car felt good going into one. I just drove around the outside and took the lead. And felt like I was really good. I did not look at the rest of the lineup, so I didn't know who was in my heat race. Found out on about lap 3 that Devin Dixon and Thomas Pratt were both in my heat race because they went by me, which is no surprise. They're both really good wheelmen.
I mean, you did pretty good for what, about 3-4 laps?
Yeah.
I mean, you held your line. You was good, consistent.
I mean, but
days coming though.
You got beat by Devin Dixon.
Right.
Let's clear this up. Timmy couldn't get in the car, and he couldn't pick any better guy to put in the car.
Yeah, Devin's a touring series late model champion for a reason. He's a hell of a race car driver. He didn't have the best luck up at Alltech, but still always fast.
I was real surprised about it. Josh, he's on the top shelf, son.
Going nowhere.
Right.
I heard that old Stephen Holball was cooking, son. He was cooking.
What was he cooking?
Oh,
ribs.
No. But yeah, held on to third behind those two and felt really good about the car. It's the best it's felt in a long time. You know, we took some swings up at Alltech on things and they worked up there, so we decided to try it out at Eastbay, and it seemed to help the car a lot. I think that's the best it's been since we've had to take the bump stop off. So we're getting back to how the car was with a bump stop on, so I'm really happy with it.
He's back in the car when it was back in 1984.
And he is. He's on something. It's in the aloe water, isn't it?
It's good water.
So, and you know, we got that 90 lapper coming up, so I'm excited about that. I think the car's pretty good.
So there is an updated schedule on 90 You've seen that, right? It's a full show on Saturday and a full show on Sunday. Where it was heats on Saturday, no. So basically, y'all guys will get a full night of testing, a regular Eastbay night.
Okay.
Then Sunday, y'all swing for the fence for the big money.
Huh.
Yeah, well, yeah. You didn't see that?
No, I didn't see
No,
that.
you're on a podcast. And
Well, it seems like they changed everything about that race for some reason.
Keeps changing a little bit.
Yeah, so I was wondering when Al said that it was the two nights had nothing to do with each other, but then when you look at the original post, one was qualifying for the second night, so that makes much more sense.
No, I thought Friday or Saturday was where he qualified.
For the gay race, it's still practice on Friday, a regular Saturday night dig at Eastbay on Saturday, and big money on Sunday.
Big money.
Big money.
Still haven't decided if I want to take that Friday off or not for practice.
Hey, he don't even need it. He don't even watch the hot laps. He just went up there to watch the hot laps. He don't even need that practice.
You don't need that practice.
Oh.
He goes, I don't even know why I showed up here. I could have been making some money at work.
But, yeah, so car felt really good. Come in, and boys over here went to work. Tires off and grinding. Get the car full of fuel. Get tear-offs on.
Almost died.
Yeah, I almost died, guys.
And
Somebody's trying to run me over.
Not an intermission.
Oh, no, for a real race.
Yeah.
I want to put this out there. No one in any class got their two laps. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, which Morgan Hill said that they mentioned it in the drivers' meeting. No courtesy laps. I didn't hear it, but
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if it had something to do with the fact that they were doing the trophy presentations.
What does that mean?
It was going to take time.
Didn't make no sense because yellow before every race. That we're 10 laps in before we even went green.
Every damn racetrack in the USA give you 2 laps.
Yeah, I don't know. So, I mean, but not every track has a noise ordinance like Eastbay does. So there is.
Like I said a couple weeks ago, moved the show earlier then. And why when the time changes we can start at 6:30?
I don't know. I don't like racing during the day. It's hot. It's Florida.
No comment. No comment.
I don't have that fancy AC system like Brandon does.
Mine barely works. I don't know why it's fucking amazing. Mine barely works.
Well, anyways, I appreciate y'all for that.
Don't care.
Yeah, I know. Went and I guess Livernois pulled a 5. I think was the invert to put us on the pole for the feature.
And it was Carl's on the front row.
Yeah, it was me and Stephen Holball front row.
We were standing up there, and I go, "Oh, Carl's on the front row." Your dad goes, "Yep." I said, "Yeah, me too. This could be ugly."
Yeah, because I know Stephen's gonna play some games on the start, and so initially I was just gonna try to fire at the cone. Do a normal start, try not to start anything too crazy, and just kind of get through turn 1 and 2. And we get to the tire before the cone, and Steven's a fender ahead of me. And I'm like, what's he doing? Next thing I know, he takes off. And we started the race, and then they called it back. Of course, then they come over to Receiver and say that it was on me for slowing down, which I didn't think I did, but I guess maybe, I don't know. Maybe I did.
To me, it didn't look like you did, but
Yeah, it is.
that's my opinion. Don't matter.
I mean, from where I was sitting, it looked like Steve had sped up, but he's not.
a little wide.
He's not here to defend himself, so we're not gonna.
Yeah.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt wherever he's at,
Probably in a game bar.
probably. But
Sounds about right.
they called first start back, which I was okay with because even though they called it back on me, I had a bad start. So the second one, I fired a little earlier than I thought we should have, but they let it go. We went green, and I drove it off into 1 and got a 4-wheel drift up 1 lane. I think it was I slid up. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe
Maybe
a
half.
lane and a quarter.
Yeah.
I knew I slid up a little bit, but I knew it wasn't anything too egregious, and there was like 9 other lanes on the outside of me, but who's counting? But
They don't count all that.
I felt somebody hit me in the right rear.
See,
And I was like, I didn't think nothing of it because nothing happened right away. So I was like, whatever. It's street stocks. It's racing. Rubbin's racing.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a hard hit.
Yeah,
I mean, it didn't look like it. I really
No.
felt like it.
I mean, it just felt like what I was expecting was I slid up a little bit and the guy on the outside got into me. It's whatever. Didn't have no harsh feelings about it. Get going and lead a couple laps, which felt good to do. And then
Was you crying?
and then those same 2 cars from the heat race got by me again, which again 2 really good drivers, so wasn't too big of a surprise. Tried to cross them up, just didn't have the speed to do it. But was riding in 3rd, felt really good about the car.
That's when the right rear started going down.
Yeah, all of a sudden through 1 and 2, I heard it start to make a little noise, and I was like, "What's that?" And then in 3 and 4, I felt what it was because that's when the tire let go, and I just let off the gas and stopped on the straightaway, waiting for the cops to come out. Went over to the gate. They let me out, and the first thing I see is Nick Hebring running. I'm like, all right, we're gonna have some people helping us.
He's running slow. You
It's gonna
better
be-
hurry up.
I was like, hopefully we got a good stop because it's a good thing we went over which tire was which.
Yes. I told you.
So
Well, I like that you kind of like rode on it too.
yeah, I try to make it a little more obvious, but
Because I had already forgot which one you told me which was which. I looked at your dad and I was like, which one is which tire? And he goes, well, there should be red riding on it. And I was, oh, here it is right
Well, I mean, one was also grooved for front.
Hey, but I wasn't looking at that. Well, you got a flat. Hey, you get a tire, you get a tire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so come in, stop, and the boys here went to work again with Nick Heatbrink helping us out and get tire changed. And for anybody that watches any form of racing knows,
Besides NASCAR.
No, actually, especially in NASCAR, when the jack drops.
But that's NASCAR.
Listen, guys. I've never, if I have done these guys, because half the time they're either fuck on the right front taking packers out, or they're messing with the body.
Sometimes I got to drop it while Ronnie's underneath to change something or fix something.
Ronnie be under the car.
But I knew we was just taking a tire.
But it don't matter though.
We're gonna get better coordinated about our pit stop.
Yeah, you wait for the slap on the deck. That's when you go.
It also would have helped if we would have had our courtesy laps because we wouldn't have been in such a rush. But I heard them over the race. We were like, "All right, guys, get in line. You know, choose this time. One to go this time."
Anybody would like to donate Josh Jones a very good impact that doesn't
He
take
needs a good jack, an impact, a sander, a trailer. God, please! I'm just messing with you, bud.
Jeez. Man, I know my trailer's a little old and it's paid off, but dang.
I mean, we take donations for everything new.
Yeah.
2025 will come out strong.
I do need a new an actual grinder. I know that. But, yeah, come in, did our pit stop, get to the gate just in time for the green flag to come out, and come right back to yellow. And going back and watching the video, if they would have thrown the yellow when the 555 spun out, I would have been fine. But they waited a little bit, got some cars across the line, so they counted the lap, which is whatever. You know, not complaining. It happens. They throw the yellow when they decide it's the right time. But we ended up being a lap down. The gate guy.
I heard that didn't they move the scoreboard back?
I don't know.
From like lap 6 to back to lap 5? Because of that caution, they didn't really complete a whole lap.
I don't know. The gate guy was trying to signal me that I was 2 laps down, and I think he was trying to figure out if I was going to go back out or not, which I was going to go back out and get some practice laps at least. And so pulled out on the track thinking I was 2 laps down, and they come on the radio and they tell me that I'm 1 lap down. So it's kind of whatever, just go out, and if you're not going to be able to win the race, go to the top and sell some T-shirts. So that's what I tried to do.
You have T-shirts?
No. Well, we sort of do. Do we have any more Let's Go Carl T-shirts?
I'm talking about your T-shirts.
No.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, I have 3 extra ones.
Jones.
25 bucks.
We need to get some. Yeah, so...
That'd be a good shop rack.
If we print them out in the Gators colors a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Geez.
We can't be doing that now.
But yeah, so get back out, and then the next lap that I roll around, here comes Steven out the gate. And I didn't know for sure it was him, but I kind of knew. And but I wasn't going to drive him no different because it was a racing deal, whatever, nothing to be upset about. So they put us at the tail.
Daniel says he'll make it his tire prep rig.
So they put us to the tail, a lap down, and green comes out, and I started on the outside, and I'd never seen Steven again. I went up past the 13, past the other 13, past the 79, I think.
Then that caution went all the way back.
Yeah, I passed a bunch of cars, got next to Matt Bozeman, and right about the time that I got next to him was when the 2 cars in front of us got together and spun out, and caution come out. So I had to go all the way back to the tail again, and did the same thing, restarted on the outside, went to the top, passed some cars again, and caution come out again. And this time when we went to the tail, everybody else went to the top, so did not get the chance to jump back up there. Decided instead to just run the bottom, kind of feel the car out to figure out what changes we need to make, because the car didn't feel bad on the bottom, but it felt way better up top. And like I said before, I'm not a top of the racetrack guy. I can't run it consistently.
You did last night, though.
Yeah, I probably could have done better, more consistency, but definitely the best that I've run the top in a long time. So I felt good about it. I think we know what changes we're going to try to make, get the car working a little better, try to get ready for that 90 lapper coming up. We got, I think, 2 more races before that, so, and then we have the race the night before as well, I guess. So we got plenty of time to get it figured out. But y'all had the little bang banger going?
Oh, you done?
I think so.
I was about to take a nap.
Me too.
Yeah.
Kept going on. Well, you know, I'm just a natural badass.
Yeah, I didn't need all that.
Didn't need all that.
I don't even need practice.
I mean,
I was on them clean tires.
somebody's got to be.
You know.
So,
Well, Steven looked fast. I think something broke on him, to be honest. I don't know what happened. I just know he went backwards in a hurry.
So he went back like real quick.
Like, he looked great, then, like, something broke. Even when he came in for a tire, I think something still was messed up. But it was a good street stock race, to be honest. Actually, okay, from my 5th on back, it was a great race because Devin ran away with it. It was great. It was pretty great to watch. Reason he beats everybody is because he's smooth. He knows throttle control. And he has like 10,000 laps on the racetrack.
yeah.
And he's in a nice piece of equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Our last guest visor, Kim Carl, had a good run in 3rd.
He did have a good run.
He actually asked me what happened because he said that he thought we was about to have a good race going for the 3rd spot. And so next thing he knew, I was over to the side stop. So kind of disappointed. I think we probably would have had a good race going, but oh well.
Props to our number 1 fan, Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky.
Ricky did pretty decent.
So where Ricky at?
I don't know, man.
He ain't called
Ricky
me
ain't on here, but Ricky did a good job. I'll give him props.
Yeah.
Kept it in one piece.
I mean, he said his car was tight.
I do like the scat bodies he has on.
Stacked.
Yeah, scat.
This ain't a Dodge.
Oh, scat pack.
Oh, scat pack.
There you got that scat pack on, doesn't it?
Yeah. I've been
'cause
trying to find. They sell the blue ones, but only for the right side.
he got into a couple, like, racing deal, and it just came right back. I like it. I like the bodies.
Yeah, I think the plastic ones are the way to go.
And I heard you just put them out in the sun, and they go back to their form.
Did they?
That's what I heard.
I might try that out.
That's what I heard. Oh, and this bang banger right here, man, he's all hot up. He actually did pretty good.
Got the hood scoop on.
Oh, yeah. The hood scoop. 2 tenths.
You should have put it at an angle like.
Oh, V8.
Yeah, that's a straight V8.
Yeah, V8 Gladiator. One of a kind.
Oh, we just didn't make people ask questions. Yeah. I know when I saw it, like, going through the pits, I'm like, dude, that's awesome. It makes me laugh.
It is pretty fun.
What do you run, 4th?
No, he got. Oh, in the heat?
Yeah.
Yeah, the heat. Yeah, he finished 4th in the heat.
He had a good hard racing with Derek Edwards.
Yeah.
Some good racing.
Racing with that boy there. I forget who else was in his heat that was good, but I mean, the first 2 cars, they kind of. They look like they kind of.
His thing is, he hasn't really raced on a surface like that when it gets black.
It was slick as can be.
So,
Because the last time when we had the 604s there, when you came down to hell, it kind of rubbered up, but it didn't rubber up that bad as it did last night.
so he was trying to drive hard like he did in the heat race, and I'm over the fence telling him to slow down.
I can tell you where I was running at. It wasn't black slick.
Yeah, but he can't get it. He can't. The cars can't get sideways like you.
Yeah.
I think when we told him to slow down, I think he slowed down a little bit too much.
Yeah, he slowed down a little too much.
Like he hadn't found, like when we tell him to slow down, he just turn it down to about a medium.
Yeah,
But not all the way down.
He'll figure it out.
yeah.
But he did good though.
He'll get used to it. I think he spun out, hit a tire, and just had to screw it, pulled in, locked toe out.
Yeah, it did something.
Probably got big strut again.
Be alright.
Be alright.
The thing banger.
Then bang bang race.
Hey, but I mean, all 4 classes last night, it was good racing.
Ryan Baker was definitely a hot shoe in the VA Warriors last night. That heat race win I liked. That boy ain't scared of the outside, I'll tell you that. He acts like there's a 3-inch cushion up there. They can just beat the right rear off him. He ended up he finished 2nd in the feature, ended up with the win. I believe it was his very first win.
Huh. didn't know that he won. I knew he won it. I didn't realize he won it after Tech.
After Tech,
Yeah, he won.
the car that Mitch Chrome had aluminum intake. Got to have cast iron.
Oh boy.
But apparently, everywhere else you can have aluminum intake. You just can't have it at Eastbay.
Well, again, Eastbay runs the V8 Warrior rules, not Thunderstock rules. Which down at Hendry County, they're two separate classes, and there's a reason they're two separate classes. I don't know exactly what the differences are. I'm guessing that's one of them.
I mean, dude, let's really think about it. It's not making a difference. Prove me wrong, and I'll believe it, but from cast iron to aluminum, it's not making that much of a difference.
Weight, maybe that's about it.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason the 604s are aluminum heads over the cast iron and the 602s. That's the only real difference, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's a head. We're talking about intake, man. Like, come on.
It's engine components.
Yeah. To me, it don't make no difference. That's my opinion. Working for it.
Bang Bangers.
No, back to Baker. Congrats to him. He texted me last night and said, "Oh, you still owe me a jump in the pond." I told him that deal was over. I'm not doing that.
That was last season.
Yeah, that was last
There
season.
was plenty of water out there.
That was last season.
He's got to come up with a new one this year.
Yeah. He's getting way too quick.
And I think, rules got to change on it. You got to win on the race, not at the Tech. But, a win is a win. I ain't saying he didn't win.
Win is a win.
Exactly.
I don't care if there's two.
But you jump in the pond, you got to win. You got to get on
because it's got to be on the way to victory lane.
Oh, yeah, so you get pictures and everything.
I was wondering why he was sitting in the infield with his car during the.
Because picture, dude, you see the whole family, man?
Yeah.
Dude, they covered the whole victory lane.
Hey, old Patty said, modified look good sitting back here. Yeah, we ain't got no room.
They got no room.
Ricky's finally watching.
Yep. Congrats to him, man. He deserved it. He's been racing his ass off. Demonetized.
We've been demonetized since like 3 minutes into the show. But
Probably. Did we make it that far?
What are
this far? No. We got demonetized.
What was that?
I forget. We didn't make it this far, though.
No.
I think he's. Yeah, anyways.
Well, I took, went and helped Bowman and Patrick's little girl at Ambassador. Learned a lot because I hadn't been there forever. What used to work does not work now.
Yeah, it's.
So, G did very good. We got Blake very fast. And if you know you don't race very much, you will fly the seat within 10 laps. He was starting to catch him and fell out of the seat. Well, first race back.
Was it a champ car or what?
Black card.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Very good. He hasn't been in a go-kart forever. Took him till like mid-heat race, finally found the line. You know that if you don't hit the line, you miss a corner, it gets tight and all that. So, good day. It's been a good race weekend, for sure. Let's jump into some damn drama about this shocks at the King of the Streets.
Yeah.
Tell me your opinion on the shock situation.
Well, I wish I knew more, and that's kind of why we put that post out about what criteria does a shock have to meet in order to be deemed adjustable versus non-adjustable.
Now, my
Do we
question,
get any comments on that?
a couple, but it wasn't really towards the street race.
Okay.
It was kind of towards the total package for shocks. I mean, obviously, we all know you change. Okay, you got the basketball, change valving. You got the actual screw. You put the thing on. What was adjustable about it? Did we have did they have lines to it or what?
Well, that's
what I can't get out of people right now.
yeah. It's and even when he posted a picture, it was not the shock that was deemed illegal. It was a different shock. Again, I don't know for sure what happened. They did make a couple good points in their Facebook post, and one is because if you look at the rules, it just says non-adjustable. Well, technically any shock's adjustable. My shocks are adjustable, but you got to tear them apart, put them on a machine, and adjust them that way.
Okay, no.
That's what the point they were making, where it's like I get where they're coming from.
Yeah. But saying that's stupid.
Well,
Okay, non-adjustable means you got the straighter valve, and that's adjustable.
well, and
Change
that's
the valve.
right. That's what we're trying to figure out is what exactly was it.
What's the gray area here?
Right, because the rule book literally only says non-adjustable. They don't say, like, specifically has to have, no Schrader valves, no whatever, cannot be broken apart. Because, like they also said, you can tear most shocks apart and just shim them and change them.
So, Illinois says pull the end off the rod and the rebound can be adjustable with an Allen. Correct. We might have to look at rules to really, because no one really knows what happened.
The only ones that know are the tech men and the stall anchors. Nobody's saying anything, so. And then one thing that I seen that I didn't understand out of people was I guess some people were blaming Hayden Moran for saying that I guess they thought that he mentioned something about their shock, because he made a post about like, hey, I when the race was over, I went back to the trailer, like I left the car at tag, like I was fine with where we finished at, because just want to clear the air. He's like, I didn't have nothing to do with any of them guys getting DQ'd.
What does it matter though? If it's wrong, it's wrong, right?
Yeah, so I don't know what it is with people feeling like they got to blame everybody, but Hayden's with that Ford race cars, and they definitely got something figured out right with them Ford
Oh,
cars.
those things are nice.
They're proud of them too.
Bowman says, can someone send me some of these shocks so I can know exactly what not to run?
So you can run.
So basically, so you can run them. Yeah, I'd have to look at the rules. I really didn't have a chance this week.
That's literally all it says. It's non-adjustable shocks. That's all it says. And CRUSA is very vague about a lot of their rules. Like, there's really not even a rule about sail panels. But if you call the tech officials, they say, just make sure they don't touch the spoiler supports and, don't reinvent the wheel here. Just make a sail panel. Because that was one thing that Dad was worried about when I made my new ones. Because the tech man says, well, they're supposed to look like the picture, but there's no real rule about it. There used to be a rule on length, and then the same thing with the nose and the hood. There used to be something about if your nose is sloped too much. Well, now,
I've seen some of them bodies, and I kind of question.
Well, and that's the thing is there's no rule on the slope of the nose and the filler panel. It's all slope of the hood. So you make a 4 foot by 4 foot hood and slope the rest of the car, and it's technically legal.
True.
So,
looking at rules over there?
Yeah.
Well, let's say shock rules.
No adjustables, no Schrader
Full
valves.
body that are the same size, non-adjustable shocks only, no Schrader valves, no piercing valves, no shout valving or gas pressure may be adjustable on the racetrack, no air shocks. Okay, so,
did I get more specific now?
well, it's pretty specific. No Schrader valves, no piercing valves.
Maybe I was looking at an old set of rules.
Saturday is updated.
Shock valving
Never
or
know.
gas pressure may not be adjustable at the racetrack.
That's true. They may have just adjust.
No air shocks. So, what did they get thrown out for? That's my question. Because that's pretty spot on what shocks rules are. That's pretty spot on.
Yeah. So.
But who knows? We'll probably never know.
Yeah. Like I said.
Good job to CRUSA for doing their job.
Yeah. And the official told my dad that he had a truck full of tools and he was planning on using them to get some people.
Well, if you don't do that and people same guy or two guys keep winning, people are going to be bitching and be like, listen, check anything you want. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently Tech was pretty light up in Needmore from what I heard. So they decided not to be light at all with Tech.
And that's my question. If it made it through there.
Granted, there was, I think, a $7,000 difference in the winner's purse.
Yeah, but my question is, if it made it through there, why didn't it make it through here? Are they going to penalize them for that race?
No, you can't prove that shock was on the car for that race. So,
But I don't know. What else? What else you got? It's kind of been like a kind of slow week.
yeah, it was one of them weeks where the only things I did was work on race cars and work on heavy machinery. So I don't really know what was going on this week. I guess the Xfinity race was a close finish. That's about it. I didn't get a chance to really look into any news.
If you guys got questions, so let me go to the post real quick. Give y'all updates on that.
Yeah, if you got updates on the Gary and D. Gay Memorial, go ahead and put that information out there. That's an event I'm looking forward to.
Let's see. Do. And the man behind all this big race is Steve Strawberry. Hats off to him. So here is the updated purse lever. Your entry fee is $125 in advance due to the track by May 11th, $150 at the gate.
Okay.
So that's a no-brainer to go ahead and put your entry in.
Right.
Practice is on 24th, 6 to 9, $25 to get in pits. Saturday is a regular show for street stocks, as well as V8 Warriors, Gladiators, Outlaw 4s, Grandstands up at 4, Hall up at 6. Then Sunday, street stock feature V8 Gladiators and Outlaw 4s.
V8 Gladiators.
That's what it says. V8. I think they meant to put like a V8 Gladiators. What's that?
Dude, that's what I'm talking about.
That's a typo or something.
Take your credit letter out, drop it in the 20K.
Oh, we already got the hood scoop on there.
And they're doing Grandstands up at 4:30, Hall up at 6. Right here goes 90 to the heat winners and fast qualifier. Heat racers pay $90 to win. Fast qualifier paying $200. Hard chargers $100. Halfway leaders $100. I was thinking about doing like a.
We should do like a hard luck award. Or,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
yeah. I'll have to get with Steve about that. See what. I mean, do what, like $100?
Yeah, $100 would be perfect.
Yeah.
You know, for that guy that has the hard luck and he has an extra $100 in his stub right there.
Yeah. If that had handed me an extra 100 last night, I probably would have been all right with that.
Yeah. They got a lot of great sponsors on here, man. They got J&S. They got ACC Bolts, Steve Brindle. They got RCP America. A couple other people. Megan would impress. She's in here. I told her she could change her name.
I do know they're looking for vendors. So if anybody
But it
wants-
says no food trucks.
Yeah.
So what kind of vendors is my question?
That's what gets me. I didn't understand that.
like jewelry, T-shirts,
My question.
custom apparel and stuff.
You know, it's going to be a great show. All in all. I hope a lot of guys come out of town.
Yeah, I believe the Stallnacker said they're planning on coming down. Hopefully we get some of the cars, the CRUSA cars, which we do have another CRUSA sanction race coming up not long after, so you could test the tune session for them as well.
I believe that guy is going to be CRUSA. Not CRUSA official, but has
Crate certified.
crate certified.
Yeah, so
In case some crate motor get in there and get a W real quick. On them
Yeah,
belt
watch
buckles.
out for them things.
what won last night? A fatback.
A
That's
fatback did. Hey, that thing was strolling though. Strolling. The Carl podcast would definitely like to be part of it. I will be there.
I'll be there.
I hope to hand out a shit ton of stickers for every street stop.
Yeah. Yeah, that was something I meant to do yesterday, but I forgot the stickers at home. I meant to do it at Alltech and had the stickers with me and just never thought about doing it. But it is what it is.
coolest thing is people will actually be like, "Hey man, you on a podcast?" Yes, I am. I am that guy. Yes, I talk shit about everybody.
You're the loud, annoying one, right?
Yeah, I talk shit about everybody, and I really don't care. Real talk unedited. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
So
Tell it like it is.
that's what I got for the week, man. We're getting ready for Fruitland. Got a big race coming on the 25th. $5,000 to win, 30 laps. Yeah.
And you gonna let Jake drive?
Yeah. I'm ready to hop back in the late model. I couldn't run some CRUSA stuff because of carburetor and different rules, so we're trying to get that situated.
Yeah, you're gonna have to stick to the World Racing route for now.
Yeah.
I did see one thing today. I guess a guy showed up with his 602 late models to run what they call the beginner class, which is their 602 late models. And they told him that he had to run 604s. So
they normally call them Chargers.
yeah.
602 Chargers. If you won more in like 3 races, you can't race with them.
Yeah.
In a year. I'm gonna be like, I ain't want to race in my life.
Yeah, I ain't ever won one here.
Not here.
And I thought that's what the rule was. Like, if you
It's anywhere.
if you haven't won there.
How many late model wins do you have?
Well, total, Eastbay I got the most. About 7 at Eastbay. Right before they cut off the 602 and limited stuff. That's a lot. And I was happy to get a championship in that in the late model. So everything I've raced at Eastbay, I got a championship in. And I just got one evolution. That second one's really biting me in the ass, man. I need it bad.
I'm telling you, the second one's the hardest one to get.
God, please, pain in the ass.
Well, especially when the competition level seems to ramp up every year.
Dude, it's ridiculous. And you think, this track's racing, they're going to go over there. Nope, they show up where I'm at every time. So,
And like, we don't even really post where we're going.
no, I tried not to post until I could get there.
Well, that's like Hendrick County race last night as well, and I was hoping some of that. No, all the street stocks come to Eastbay,
So,
which makes sense when you got 9,000 to win race coming up.
Yeah.
Um,
Gotta get that practice in.
yeah,
The Josh don't need it though.
I don't
He
need it.
good.
And we're those other, they are tire testing for the memorial.
Yep.
I'm going to say it again. They are tire testing.
What'd you say?
Hello, brother. They are tire testing for the game memorial. Just so y'all know.
Glad we get that clear. Loud and clear.
They did that, so more people will come.
Yeah, I heard people weren't going to come because they weren't going to test.
And it costs more money to do that. So,
To me, I figured they would have. I feel like it would have been the other way around.
that's
If you
what I,
had more guys show up and you're not testing tires.
that's what I thought.
well, guys don't want to play the chemical game. If somebody's got their prep figured out, they're probably going to be faster.
Oh, and shout out to Lehman. I watched his heat race evolution. I think he finished like 5th. Was digging. I didn't get to watch the feature, but shout out to him. That boy's been doing a lot of racing lately.
He has, and apparently there's more coming in the future, but he's learned a ton,
He's
too.
a track champion.
He is the track champion at
Watch out
Eastbay
for
Raceway Park.
He's badass.
They told us there is some news coming up. Excited for him. More opportunity for him. More to understand a race car.
Yep.
Tell you right now, it's tough to run 2 race cars, I'll tell you that. Jump into one, jump in the other. But hey, I give it to them. They'll make you a better driver.
Yeah.
Are they actually going to send them off? I don't know. I'm not sending them off.
I'm not part of that crew.
If you state it, you're paying for it. Hope they do. I'm sure they're going to. I just hope they post results.
Yeah, that's all I
Yeah.
I hate when they take tire samples. Listen,
Tag the people in the tip.
That's something I wanted to talk about. I'm glad you reminded me. If somebody fails tech, no matter what it is, whether it's tires, whether you're light,
spoiler, neck height.
engine, whatever, I feel like there used to be where there'd be an announcement like so-and-so got DQ'd for this. And now it's, so-and-so failed tech. Well, what did they do?
Yeah,
I feel like it should be public, especially, like when Citrus busted like 32 modifieds in one night, but they had a reason for every single one of them and posted it. And now it's like you don't know what that guy got busted for. Is this something that maybe I need to double check?
Yeah.
Maybe I read the rule book the same way that guy did. It'd be helpful to know, and also be helpful for if I go to a race next time and I see that person's doing the same thing they were the last race. Now I can go to tech and go, that guy got DQ'd for that last week. You'd be more
How'd you let
prepared.
this guy slide this time?
Yeah, so I don't know why everything's so confidential now. I feel like it should be out in the open now.
So people would just probably.
A lot of tracks are. It's association we race. Yeah. Oh, we don't do that. Come on, man.
I guess it's because everybody gets their feelings hurt.
And what about the Mark Weiber got screwed?
Really?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Because the crew guy was in a certain area and they DQ'd him.
Yeah, that is why I mentioned to Zach not to get too close to the racing
Man,
surface in Ector County.
I'm official wherever I go.
And the next thing I know, Zach's like an honorary official, and I'm like, oh,
So I don't know
okay,
what
sure.
you decide.
I don't know all the details. I just heard what I heard is one of the crew members was not supposed to be where he's supposed to be, and they DQ'd him.
I can tell you this much: Alltech will throw you out for just about anything. They're serious up there, and I applaud them for it. If you got a vehicle parked in the wrong spot, they'll DQ you.
Now that's stupid.
That's it.
Well, it's because there's no personal vehicles allowed in the pit area.
And did you read it?
Well, okay.
You shouldn't say no crybabies either.
If you're going to DQ somebody for a personal vehicle being in there, do it like Showtime does. Hey, you got a personal vehicle in here that you didn't pay for.
Who's going to charge it?
You're just going to take it out of your pay at the end of the night.
Yeah.
You should DQ somebody because of that.
I wish.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find the facts while I'm on this.
In Hendrick County, they need to move the sign over. See, they got it over there where, the gate where you go in and out off the racetrack is. So I didn't go over there. I stood on this side of the guardrail and walked on the sidewalk. They got to be more.
Well, and I think they were more clear about it in the drivers' meeting I was at because of the event that was going on with the swamp cabbage. So hopefully we can get some details here.
Hold on, I'm trying to read through. Y'all can keep talking. Let me get through here.
What are you trying to read? The rules?
So, right here it states one of the crew members was supposedly in the wrong spot, so they black flagged him. And to add to that, apparently cussed out the official. That is what got him DQ'd.
So how did they know it was his crew guy? Did he have a shirt on?
They probably
They probably did.
Because like in that case, I'm gonna start wearing like a Steve Holbaugh t-shirt and standing in random people's areas.
Just start walking through the tank shed with it. Hey, what y'all doing over here?
Okay, so here we go. Apparently I believe they do pit stops in the infield there.
Okay.
And it says crew member was in the infield safety hazard of the track. You have to DQ him. He said the safety hazard to a person that tracks rules, so no crew on the track. That includes the infield. It jumps around right here.
Now I understand it, because we went up when we went to North Florida. Me and Ronnie, we were standing on one side of the thing. The race started, and some guy walked over here and said, "Hey, y'all can't stand here." We all said we could come to the infield. Like, I didn't understand. Why can't we stand here? And he goes, "Oh no, y'all got to stand over there."
I mean, there's definitely a lot of hate going on right here towards the serious. Apparently, Market bears serious by being in front of the heroes. If you're not in the front, click. Doesn't matter. So, obviously,
If that's the case, they need
All
to
this
have
was in the front. So
yeah.
they need to have like a roped off section. This is where you can stand. Now, I wasn't there. We weren't there. So
Yeah, I
don't
wasn't
know.
there.
But like when we went to North Florida, there was no place that said, "Hey, this is where you got to stand." To be in the infield,
Well,
I even heard
a pit
Harris,
stop.
Harris got screwed too, I heard. Was late because of one of the officials. That's what I heard.
I'm reading Ricky's.
I think usually spinning wheels and oh god. You don't want to read it. I believe Harris got screwed too in his qualifying. So I don't know what's going on there. I have get details on it.
this guy. Yeah, that's definitely something.
That's something Ricky get DQ'd for.
Yeah.
Good job, Ricky.
Yeah.
Roman, I did see your answer earlier about that one sprint car guy leaving. It wasn't Jeff By. I think Jeff By left. What I heard is he wasn't having any fun.
Yeah,
And I don't think that he has a 360. And I mean, I could be wrong.
I don't know. No, that was one that was parked next to us. He left after the heat race.
Yeah, I think.
The other guy left before everything, right?
Yeah, the guy that left before, he didn't have the right mufflers on. And I want to say that Jeff By, I don't think he has a 360. So I think he just wasn't having any fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you ain't having any fun, why you going to stick it out, be miserable?
You should have asked me. I just got into it.
Well, I'd pay to see that.
I don't know.
You don't want to see me in a sprint car, boy.
It just sucks to get DQ'd for sprint members because either way, if I get DQ'd because one of you guys, I'm probably going to beat y'all up.
Try me.
Your little 3/4 bolt ain't going to hurt me. So,
I'll get you before you get out of the car.
That was all the BS for the week. Was that the Hunt the Front series? Don't know the facts, just stating what's on Facebook. So don't beat me up or block me on Facebook.
Yeah. Don't message 4 days later.
Yeah, don't message me 4 days later about something that happened I don't really care about.
Okay, so your dad said that he didn't have a 360. I couldn't remember if he went. I heard that he was up in the air getting one and then couldn't get one. So I didn't know if he finally got one or not. The guy next to y'all. So.
Trying to get Dave Kelly to come back out here, but
Who?
yeah.
Well, we try to get a lot of people back on here.
Technically, he has a 360, but it's not.
Legal?
Well, it's not the all aluminum 360.
Well, that's probably not.
It'd be like it's a street stock motor running on alcohol. Something interesting happened. Y'all are both reading, and y'all can't read.
No, you can't read. It takes a little bit to read. Well, that's all I got for this week. Just getting ready to go kart. Trying to make something happen. Believe this guy's going to go racing this weekend.
Yeah, he's supposed to go somewhere.
Somewhere.
We got.
I'll let you
I mean, we got to get it fixed.
Yeah, it kind of took a little damage.
See what happened after we hit that tractor tire down there. Turn 3.
You got anything?
Yeah, we got a couple races coming up here. We're racing 2 weeks, and then week after that, we're thinking about hitting up the Hangover at Ocala. A lot of the Eastbay guys actually were talking about going up there and running that race. So we'll see what happens. We raced the week before, so it depends on how that night goes.
That's a rain out one.
Yeah, and because we don't race again until 2 weeks after that, so it might, we got time afterwards. So it just depends on how the race week 4 goes. Otherwise, we'll shout out all my sponsors help me get to the racetrack. LaRoche Record Service, Barstow Motorsports, Tampa Test Kitchen, Multi-Roll, Fatback Racing, and just had that Fatback singing on the top shelf last night, boys.
Brand Yates.
Who?
I was trying to give you a shout out. I thought maybe he was going to say your name.
I do want to thank y'all boys for your help, and Nick, he bring Chris up too to try to get tire switch back out there. Shout out to John Bradley for all his coaching and advice that he's given us over the years and helping us here recently get the car even better. And look forward to getting back out here soon.
Yep. RCB America, All Gas Pros, 602 call, 604 call.
Bunch of cheaters.
Oh, a bunch of cheaters. Benny, Shots, and Hendrick for good power claim. That?
Nah.
That's
No, but I did find some like cool car feathers. So.
I seen that.
Yeah, I'm talking with them, trying to figure out how to get one.
Bro,
For you?
I think they're pretty expensive.
No, it ain't really.
The whole wrap and everything on it.
Well, the wrap. I mean, what that lady say?
All right. Anyways,
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
that's all I.
Well, I mean, I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Did y'all see the car that had the Sunoco sticker numbers?
I dig it.
Hey, do what you gotta do. Yeah, he just took the Sunoco stickers and made it 2.
But
I mean, ours is just duct tape.
thank y'all for the
It
support.
looks good from far away.
Yeah.
Are y'all done yet?
You don't get close. We're talking about my good graphic work.
Yeah.
I pointed out to Josh last night from where his trailer was. I said, "Yeah, we're right there. You see that? We got new stickers on there." He goes, "Man, that looks pretty good." I said, "Yeah, I did it with duct tape." He goes, damn, how'd you do that? I said, I just traced it out. Don't get too ahead of yourself.
Well, thank y'all for the support. We got shirts left, 3 XLs, 25 buckaroos. Got stickers. Got questions? You want us to talk about something? Hit us up. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. So we're waiting on.
We'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, see you next week. We don't know where Steven's at.
Hey, boy.